This can't be. Just can't.
Well, Annie is definitely alive. So why don't you start by telling me why you thought she was dead? Mr. Banks.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. It's just...
It's okay. Why don't you just tell me what made you think she was dead?
Well, she left a goodbye note.
Well, maybe we should start at the beginning. How did you know Annie?
I worked at Overlook Hospital as an orderly. Annie worked as a nurse. We got involved right around the time her mother got sick. And she needed money for this operation, and she needed it quickly.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You said she mentioned her mother? Are you sure she didn't say her grandmother?
No. It was her mother. And I would have given her the money myself, except I just left a wife and a couple of kids, so everything extra went to them. So we did what we had to do. I'm not proud of it, but there wasn't any choice.
You're not proud of what? Look, Eddie, whatever you say to me will not leave this room unless you give me permission.
I helped Annie steal some drugs. You know, prescription drugs from the hospital. We sold them to help her mom. It was the only way she had to get the money.
I see.
Well, anyway, somebody turned us in, and we were both facing some serious jail time. Annie made bail, I couldn't, and while I was cooling my heels in jail, she just flipped out, you know? Drove off a cliff.
Uh-huh.
And when the cops gave me her suicide note, I couldn't have felt worse. I knew she'd taken her own life because she couldn't face prison. Every day I asked myself what it was I could have done differently. Every day I served was longer because of my own guilt. Because I couldn't save her from herself.
Well, don't beat yourself up about that. No one can.
What?
Eddie, Annie faked it. She's alive, and she let you take the rap for her.
Not a chance. Look, maybe this is somebody who looks like my Annie. Don't they say everybody has a double?
Well, doubles don't usually use the same name now, do they? Just take another look at that, please. That is your Annie, and unfortunately, I've inherited her.
Look, I don't know what your problems are with this lady here, but my Annie wouldn't lead me to the wolves. We had something together. She loved me.
Oh, yeah, she loved you.
She did. This has to be somebody else.
Annie doesn't love people. She consumes them. She eats them alive. If she could stop herself from doing it, it would be great, but she can't. She just keeps going and going and going, and she destroys whatever it is she's after. That is why I have to find a way to stop her.
No.
Yes. Yes. Eddie, and you are the one person who can help me make that happen.
It's getting late. We can pick this up tomorrow.
Okay by me.
Look, Michelle, I know this all seems strange, but I really hope you'll hang in.
I just made you that. Thanks, Monica.
Catch you tomorrow, Michelle.
Good night, Ryan.
You're better than I thought you would.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've still got a few more minutes. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about before I go?
I don't think so.
It was pretty obvious when you were talking about your hopes and dreams that you're referring to your boyfriend.
Jesse's not my boyfriend anymore.
But you still love him, and...
That's not good enough.
I'm not angry, I'm mad as hell.
Oh, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Look, can this wait? I gotta make a call.
You're not making any call, all right? I don't have time for that.
Hi.
Sit down.
Oh, Frank.
You know what's been happening? I gotta find Michelle, and breaking in her house was my only choice.
What? The kid didn't have too many options.
Just stay out of this.
Look, leave him alone. He was just trying to help me out.
Look, don't be defending him, okay? He's old enough to know exactly what he was doing.
I had a nasty bump on the head, Frank.
Yeah, we're gonna get another one if you don't stay out of this.
All we wanted was the lowdown where Michelle might be. It's not like we were trying to cause trouble or anything.
But you don't break the law to do that. I don't care if you're in love or not. Do you understand me? You don't break the law.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what you guys are talking about, but if Jesse's in trouble because he's searching for Michelle, you might want to remember a couple things.
Sweetheart, listen, this really isn't a good time, okay?
This is the one. This is the perfect one. Philip loves it. The price is right, according to my standards anyway, and more importantly, it's move-in ready.
Yeah, and it looks like it's big enough for a fairly large family.
Don't even go there, Jenna.
No, it's just an observation.
Nobody is talking about marriage, let alone family.
Absolutely not. Anything you say.
Jenna, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this.
That's just the way I see it. You and Philip are very much in love. Are you listening now? To me? And I cannot imagine not throwing rice or birdseed in the near future.
You just had to get that out, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to get it right in there. It was killing me.
Don't stand there and tell me about how much you love me. Last year, I begged you to give our marriage another chance, and you wouldn't even hear it.
I know.
So don't tell me.
No, I know, and I explained that. I made a terrible mistake.
You know what I think is going on here, Beth? You can't stand the fact that I have finally picked my life up, that I'm in love with somebody else. That's the only reason you want me back.
No, that's it.
Sure
it's
it is.
Crazy.
Happens all the time.
Well, this is not happening here. I love you, Philip.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do. And I can't believe that you would think otherwise.
Well, okay, you know what? If you love me, then you should want me to be happy. If it's real love,
I do.
Right?
I do.
Well, that's not the way you're acting. See, what you're doing is you're trying to control my life.
No.
Yes.
No,
yes.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Well, that's what you're doing, Beth. That's exactly what you're doing. By involving yourself in something where you have no place, you're saying that what you want is more important.
No, you see, I know that you can't understand this, but what I am doing is the right thing, and it's the best thing.
Listen to me. I want you to hear this, and this time I really want you to hear it. We're done. Harley and I are together as a couple now. You understand me? Our relationship, with the exception of being Lizzie's parents, is finished. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to keep going through this. God. And I am going to move in with Harley.
Yes. I know. She told me. She had to tell me. And you don't have to worry. I'm looking for a new place. I'm going to find a new place, and I will be out of here as soon as possible.
Good. I think that's exactly what you should be doing.
But what about me? Where am I going to be?
Excuse me, I hate to bother you,
but I'm on the phone, okay?
I know you're on the phone, but can you make it quick? I need to make a call, an emergency.
Well, so is this, all right?
Come on, Jesse, leave the customers alone. I need to talk to you. Make your call later.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't have much of a choice.
Contrary to popular belief around here, I like you. And I won't have to bust you, okay? But from where I'm standing right here, you're making some pretty boneheaded decisions. You know, it'd help if I had all your attention, maybe.
I'm listening, okay? What?
I'd like to advise you to stay clear of my dad. He's a decent enough man, but, you know, his little counseling skills are a little rusty right now.
Dad's an okay guy, Frank.
Yeah, he's an okay guy if you don't listen to him.
He turned out all right.
Jesse, listen. As far as Michelle's concerned, you gotta face the facts here, okay? She left home, and I don't think she wanted you or anybody else to know where she went.
So she says.
Look, I don't think anybody needs to be a detective around here to figure out what's going on. There might be another guy.
No way.
All right, that's it. I have to call Philip and tell him about this perfect place that I found for us. And about the perfect life that we are going to have together.
Hey. You don't have anything to worry about.
That's right. There's absolutely nothing for you to be upset about.
No, Mommy and I were just making some house arrangements, that's all.
You were fighting.
No, we weren't, honey. We were having a discussion, and it just got a little loud.
That's right. That's all that it was.
Now, Mommy and I need to finish up down here, so why don't you run upstairs, and we'll be up in a little bit to tuck you in, okay?
But what about me? Where am I gonna live?
Honey, you're gonna live with me. And